Hello and welcome back to Time Out with Sports Adda. What an innings we've had. KKR dominating. It was a topsy-turvy innings. The start was completely KKR dominated. Then Rajapaksha came and played on a pitch that was probably the flattest wicket there ever was. And then again you saw
Yeah,
demolition from KKR. Salil, just take me through the innings. What did you feel from your first intake?
well, I think it was brilliantly captained by Shreyas Iyer to make sure that the batsmen didn't get to settle down, and he
Yeah.
also ensured that the bowlers were rotated brilliantly. Although a couple of them, like Shivam Mavi, went for a lot of runs, but I think it was Shreyas Iyer's captaincy that did the trick. But special mention for Varun Chakravarti, who gave away very little runs. And for the star of the day, I think Umesh Yadav did a great job. There's an interesting stat. He's had 9 Man of the Match awards, and 5 have been against Punjab. So you can imagine
Wow.
he really loves playing against Punjab. This clearly looks to be like his sixth, from the looks of it. So all in all, brilliant by KKR and capitalizing on the toss won by their captain.
Excellent bowling from Varun Chakravarti and Umesh Yadav as well. Now, if we can have a look at the scorecard here, Bhavik, just take me through, just tell me what did you feel about this? And you can see Umesh Yadav just running through the batting lineup. But surprising to see Kagiso Rabada score runs. How surprised are you, Bhavik?
Well, not exactly surprised, I would term here, but he's handy with the bat. He has shown glimpses of batting in the past. We have seen him strike the ball, not like a tail ender, but just like a top order batsman. So, not so surprised, but it's really good signs that Kagiso Rabada is coming in at number 10 and scoring those crucial runs for Punjab.
Absolutely. And something we spoke about in the pre-show that Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan are the two players who will run through the batting lineup. Well, they didn't exactly run through, but they definitely cut short the runs so much that it was too tough for anyone to come in and just get going from the word go. So, Salil, something about the
Yeah.
pair. What do you think that how good they were on today's day?
I think they bowled to their plan today. Both of them were on target of what they were supposed to do. Whether they get wickets or no, one thing is assured with these two guys: they're not going to give you many runs. So if you
Right.
see their stats, they've bowled brilliantly, and they've made sure that these guys don't get much room. In fact, Raj Bawa hit a boundary of Sunil Narayan. I think he was very angry with himself, and he got him bowled the next ball. So I mean,
Very
you can
next ball.
understand the kind of the focus that they have, what they are thinking of. They know which batsman will hit them, and they stuck to the plan. So this creates an environment for the other bowlers to take wickets because you'll try to hit them, and that's what happened. So you see Umesh Yadav up front taking wickets, then bringing him back in spite of Varun and Sunil Narayan bowling brilliantly, and him picking up 2 wickets. I think Shreyas Iyer did a brilliant job there. But all in all, the KKR bowling once it's on song, it looks very deadly. You can't really get runs off these guys.
You just cannot. And we made some predictions before the first innings. We can have a look at the results as to who got what right. It's
Well,
been a
you should
horrible
rather
day
look
for
away.
me. And
It's been a
Yeah,
horrible
it's
for
IPL
been
for
most of
you.
us.
horrible IPL. I think I have become a mixture of Punjab Kings and RCB throughout the IPL with horrible
So much
performances.
red.
Everything is red. I'm just completely covered with red at the moment. Now, speaking of Sunil Narayan to not take 2 wickets, although he didn't take 2 wickets, but his 4 overs were really economical. So, Bhavik, what is it about
Yes.
him that separates Sunil Narayan from the rest of the bowlers in the IPL? He's been playing for 10 years. We've been speaking of him so highly. Why can't players pick him from his hand and not off the wicket?
See, apart from picking him up, apart from he bowling it, he delivering it his best every time, I would just like to put up one thing. It's been almost 4 to 5 times that Sunil Narayan has been, banned for his action, or maybe he has got suspected for his action, and all the time he has cleared that and he has came back strongly, and still he's delivering it as much as he used to do earlier. So this speaks volumes about that player, because we have seen the
Yeah.
careers of bowlers getting over after,
Yeah.
if they are banned for suspected action. So all in all, I'm pretty much, it's just a hats off to Sunil Narain that he's still delivering the best, being a veteran, being an experienced campaigner, and he's delivering it for all good for Kolkata.
Oh, absolutely. He's been delivering for so many years and he's been so consistent for any
Yeah.
franchise that he plays for. One of the only bowlers to bowl a maiden in a super over when he played in the Caribbean League. So
Correct.
that speaks volumes of his experience and skill. Now, moving on to the
True.
fun part of the show, some predictions for the second innings. We have got only two right out of nine if we have counted this collectively. Let's hope I get one of them right here. So my first prediction, Bhavik and Salil, would be Ajinkya Rahane to score above or below 30. I think below
It's a
because
villain.
there is something there in the pitch for fast bowlers. You have to agree. And with the likes of Kagiso Rabada and Arshdeep, I think there is an early breakthrough and I can smell a wicket and hopefully it could be Ajinkya Rahane. That's my prediction. The next one would be Rahul Chahar to
Okay.
take two wickets. I would say no because KKR know what they have to score. And if they just be very patient with Rahul Chahar's 4 overs, probably they can win this game well before the 20th over. Now, my final prediction, if I can have a look at it, the team prediction, KKR to win the match. I'm going with a yes because as you all predicted, our Gurujis and the Gujujis, that it's going to be a KKR win from the first ball itself. And chasing at Wankhede is relatively easier. So I would go with KKR to win this game. Salil, your predictions.
Well, he's fine. He's finally going to end up with a green today. Yes. All right, I'll go with mine. My first batting prediction would be Venkatesh Iyer to hit more than three sixes. I don't think so. Arshdeep and Rabada are not easy to get by, but and
Yeah.
also the score is not that big that he needs to go so aggressive. So I'll go with a no there. My second prediction would be whether Punjab will take two wickets in the power play. I don't think so again, because these guys will be a little cautious and coming after a match where they batted really badly. I think they would want to get back, get their eye into the game. So the top order, I don't think will want to give those wickets. And my third and the last prediction would be whether KKR will have more than one duck. I think they will have less than one duck. So
Please let
let's go with
one
that. Let's
wicket
not
should be of
predict
Ajinkya
too much.
Rahane. Please, just I'm requesting you. Let me get one right here.
No, you're getting the last
Yes,
one right, I think.
You never know.
yes. So my predictions here. My first prediction here is Shreyas Iyer to be the best batsman for KKR. An early wicket as we go with Yash. So Shreyas Iyer coming in at 3 and maybe finishing in with a 40-50 odd. You never know. So yes, Iyer to be my top batsman. My second prediction here would be the caught would be the first mode of dismissal for KKR. A flashy shot from
Interesting.
Venkatesh Iyer, a ball going balloon in the air, and
Ajinkya
maybe
Rahane,
that's
please. Ajinkya Rahane, not
everything is on
Venkatesh.
Ajinkya Rahane at the moment. So yes, my final prediction here would be KKR to score above 40 in the power play because see, relatively they have kept quiet in the power play. If we look at both the year opening matches, so I'm sure there will be a message to maybe accelerate a bit, keeping the fact in mind that they are only chasing 130. Maybe there are a couple of wickets, then they can possibly slow down the game. So I guess they might just go for 40 plus in the power play.
That's
Yeah.
quite a possibility. Now, Salil, I would like to ask you something. What do you think would be a practical game plan if you were a Punjab Kings coach, being Anil Kumble out there? What would you tell your troops? Because it's a very small target. The pitch is favoring the batsman. The conditions are favoring the batsman with dew, and the dynamics of the ground are so small. What do you do as a Punjab Kings coach, and what do you tell your troops before they go to play?
Well, you need to one, trust your instincts. Two, you need to run in hard and get all the wickets. I don't
Right.
see any other way that Punjab could make a match of this, forget winning it. So, to begin
Yeah.
with, they should think about just taking wickets in the first 8 overs, try to restrict them to maybe a little less than 50 runs, and then they might be in for a chance. You never know; it
It's quite
might
possible.
turn on its head if KKR feel it's very easy to chase these guys, and they might play a couple of flashy shots and lose those wickets. You never know; the game changes in 1 over, so it's most likely not supposed to happen, but this is their best way forward if they want to make a match.
You're saying picking wickets is the only option. Now I'll just, continue this question ahead. Who is the bowler, Bhavik, according to you, who is going to pick those wickets if we are, hypothetically assuming that there'll be wickets picked by the Punjab King bowlers? Who is the one bowler that you think will make a difference today?
Well, it was a quick Umesh Yadav for KKR. So I'm backing another quick from the Punjab side, and that's a no-brainer, Kagiso Rabada.
Raghu Sarabada.
Rabada.
Excellent. So that's our predictions. We made some projections. We are feeling that KKR is winning this game. Ajinkya Rahane is not scoring more than 30. And with that, we will move ahead. This was Time Out with Sports Adda.
Let's
Live
not
action coming up.
jinx it.
Let's not jinx it. I'll see you all in the post-match show, guys. Enjoy the game.